Welcome everyone. My name is Xavier Lawrence. I am currently not in front of the camera. These are my friends Trey and John, and they're helping me demonstrate Destiny of Battle, which is a game here at the University of Montevallo that we have tested and made and have pretty much put through the ringer. Now we're going to show you guys how to play it. But first I'm going to show you the materials that are used within this game. First you have what are known as the apprentice cards, as you see right here, which consist of knights and pages of the different minor arcanas of a tarot deck. The commanders, which are made of major arcana from a tarot deck. And then you have the advanced units, which are made from the kings and queens of the minor arcana. Now, first things first is you want to shuffle up the advanced and the apprentice cards, which is what these guys will be doing presently. After they're shuffled, they'll have a chance to pull 2 from each of the decks and then choose a commander card, and they are to keep them in their hands. Choose cards.
Slide.
2 from each deck.
Oh yeah.
Per person?
Per person.
Per person. I'll also be taking one for myself just for demonstration purposes. Basically, this is what your hand is supposed to kind of look like, and you can have a different array of any sort of combination that you wish. To determine who goes first, we'll each need to play a round of rock, paper, scissors. You guys ready? All right, now it's yours and my turn.
Oh, okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Damn it.
Which means I inevitably go first. Now, due to my going first in a clockwise rotation, that is how we'll be going in order. Now, to sort of begin the actual game, I will have to declare who I want to hit. So I'm gonna hit John. And so we both choose a card, and we put it in the center of the table. Face up.
I'm gonna choose a card.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh my
Face
goodness.
down anyway.
It's face down anyway. Now,
Oh, you bitch.
and that can inevitably happen because you can use any sort of card to attack another card that your opponent has. Now, you also have to declare what exactly your card is using. All right, so what each of the units can use varies depending upon their minor arcana or the major arcana, and as well as their position in said deck. For example, kings and queens can use 2 weapons at once. Knights and pages can use 1 weapon at once, while the major arcana such as the Hierophant and the Emperor can use all 4. However they choose. Each card can use each of the 4 weapons that are usable within the game, which are swords, axes, magic, and lances. But depending on, like I said, their position within the deck as well as their arcana, they use different ones. For example, the major arcana can use swords, axes, lances, and magic anytime they need to. The kings and queens can use 2 weapons of their choice, and the knights and the pages can only use 1 at a time. That being said, each particular weapon has their own weakness. For example, if the Hierophant chooses to use one of his 4 weapons out of the sword, axe, magic, and lance, and he chooses a sword out of that, and the Empress chooses axe, sword beats axe, and so the Empress will receive more damage than as if it were the other way around, or if they chose neutral weapons such as magic and an axe. That would be neutral. Or if the Hierophant decided to use, let's say, an axe against a sword. Now, since I'm going first, we're going to be going in a clockwise rotation. And in order to start the next stage of the first player's turn, which is the battle stage, I have to declare attack on one of another player. So I'm going to say, hey John, I'm going to hit you. And so we both choose a card out of our hand, as I become extremely afflicted with my hand, and we're both going to set one down at the same time. 1, 2, 3. All right. Cups uses axe, and wands use magic.
Yeah.
And according to the weapon square, magic and axes are essentially just neutral.
Big tip one.
So basically, we only deal a set amount of damage since it's only neutral. It would be different if he used a super effective weapon against me. I would take more damage if he used a super effective weapon against me, or I used a super effective weapon against him. And during each battle, the opponent has to defend. So that way, it won't be, too one-sided, honestly. Now, each character or unit has their own set of HP, dependent upon their position within the Arcana, as well as the position within, and whether they're advanced or apprentice or even just a commander. The commander has a total of 20 HP. 20 HP for this guy, because he's commander and he can wreck everything if he wanted to.
Go, Commander.
The pages and the knights have a total of 12. And the king and queen have a total of 16. And so when each unit runs out of HP, they are officially out of the game. So let's say John hits the crap out of me repeatedly, and now this card is gone. Because John liked to target me and we left Trey alone. So you're Gucci. Now that card is gone. And now I'm down to 4. The game ends when there is one person standing with at least one card left. As you see, we don't have one card left because this is only tutorial. So, this is the game of Destiny of Battle. Hopefully you all will get a lovely chance to play it, and thank you so much for the encouragement as well as just so much help getting this game together.
Something cool.
Thank you so much for all that playtested this game, and I also want to thank my great-grandfather who recently just passed, and may he rest in peace.